just about set. And getting the nod for the White Sox, Sean Burke. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy is a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
And a foul ball. And a curve misses outside. And a count even 1-1. Fought off foul. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. Struck him out swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And the batter is George Springer. That misses, and that's ball 1.
Ball 2. 2-0.
And another ball.
Hey!
1 out, base is empty. Ground ball left side. Rojas throws on to first. That takes care of Springer. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with the runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. And Benintendi able to make the grab. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. Back at right field, today's starting pitcher, Jose Barrios.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Mike Tauchman, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And the right-hander deals. Tap foul at the plate.
Two balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And up next for Chicago, Chase Mydroff. There's a strike. One down, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. That's too low. And the count is 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. On to first. In there safely.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. Runner. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Pitch misses, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Just missed. Mydroff leads off first with 1 away. Double play ball to second. Clement over to first. And Benintendi is out.
Batting fourth, first baseman.
Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these players even during batting practice. When it doesn't matter, they're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, they step right in and continue with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. And ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Loperfido makes the grab, and that'll do it. The White Sox leave 1. Scoreless after 1. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
Toronto, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Burke back to work. Swings and misses. And that's strike 1.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
In for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides, and with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
It's through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. He got that front foot down,
Addison
and
Barker.
pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
And next is the designated hitter, Addison Barker. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Check swing called strike. That's strike one. Berg, a 6'6" righty. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Base knock right field. Lead runner around second. Bichette around third and headed home. Tag, and he's out at the plate.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
So digging in, Alejandro Kirk. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Next
That's
pitch
a ball.
in the dirt, and the count 1-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One out and a runner at second here at the top of the second. Battling here as he fouls it away. Man at second. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. And a
No
curve
pitch off the
misses
plate.
outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Just outside. And the count's full.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
And ball four, two aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base
Batting
open, walk
seventh,
not a bad
third
thing. He
baseman,
set up a
Will
double play
Wagner.
opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
First and second, one out. Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
On a line. And there's a base hit to right field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runners at the corners here, one away. At the plate, Ernie Clement.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
0-1's the count.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
In the
I got a
dirt,
ball, one
and the
strike.
count is 1-1. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Ground ball to first, could be two. Can't glove it cleanly, still able to fire over, and they get the out. Good recovery, wasn't easy following the misplay.
Left fielder, Joey Loperfido.
Joey Loperfido, the next to hit. And that one a little below the knees, and that is ball one. And there's a ball.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Rojas snags it, and that'll do it. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Now to the bottom of the second. Blue Jays 2 and the White Sox nothing. Kyle Teal getting ready to hit.
Catcher.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
In the air, left field, Loperfido sizing this one up. And out number 1 on the grab.
Batting 6th, second baseman.
And here is Sosa to the plate.
Sosa.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
One down, base is empty. To third, Wagner. And they got him.
Batting 7th, the shortstop, Colson Montgomery.
Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Check swing, called strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nothing doing for the White Sox. They trail it here 2-0. And now the center fielder, Nathan Lucas. He led the game off with a strikeout and looking to get on base in this plate appearance. The pitch. And that's in for a strike. Late with the swing there.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
And now 1-2. And a ground ball to first. Takes it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Now batting, right fielder, George Springer.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. Nasty pitch right there. It's 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Center field. Baldwin under it. Puts it away for the out. Two outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 0 for 1. That one's in there, and that is strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Just missing there. Going to count 1 and 2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Next offering way off the plate. So Vladdy Jr. strikes out. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They hold the 2-0 lead. So digging in,
And
Brooks
leading off for the
Baldwin.
White Sox, center fielder, Brooks Baldwin.
First
Nope.
pitch doesn't
Ball
find
one.
the zone. And that
2
skips
balls,
in the
no
dirt.
strike.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. And that one in the air, center field. Lucas moving under this one. Makes the catch for the out.
Batting ninth, third baseman.
Here's Josh Rojas. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. And that drops in for a strike.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Here's Mike Tauchman. His first at bat was a strikeout. That one pushed foul. That one lifted to left. Loperfido makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Bo Bichette digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, these Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. That's outside. Ball 1.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Late swing, foul to the left. Runner at second, nobody out. And a foul ball. Man at second. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Line drive. Caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Alejandro Kirk will hit next. Walked his first time. Now fly ball to right center. Baldwin on the move. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone. So up next Will
for the
Wagner.
Blue Jays, third baseman, Will Wagner.
First pitch misses. And another ball. That one misses, and that's ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
2 outs and a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4. Pitch is in there. 3 balls and a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Swing and a foul out of play.
Ball 1.
In the dirt.
1-1.
Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Jonathan Cannon appears to be getting loose. Wilson also getting ready. Swing and a foul pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Wagner off of first with 2 away. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Way back there. And out of here. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add to their lead. It's 5-zip. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate, here it is, watch it, I'm going to jog around the bases.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Sean Burke will depart, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for the White Sox.
Pitching change here, number 64.
Number 64.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Two outs, nobody on. So up next for Toronto, Joey Loperfido. Outside.
Out.
And that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike. And that one is inside. Hit on the ground to the right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And that will end the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. And the lead is now 5-0. Back after this on the show. Chase Mydra steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Designated hitter, Chase Mydra.
Cracks his bat and pops him up. Fires over to Guerrero. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting.
Got to feel pretty good for the
fielder,
pitcher. Absolutely sawed him off. Bat explodes. And then he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
Benintendi up here. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. A dive. He's got it. Over to first. And it beats him. What a play.
Up next for the White Sox, first baseman.
That was an impressive diving stop. Singing, let's dive into the numbers. Statcast assemble.
Yeah, Boog, a really good effort just to get his glove to the ball. He found a way to do it and just produce a strong throw as well. So that right there is a great play all the way around. Just really smooth.
Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Hard ground ball, base knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that.
Batting.
Smash that one through the
Catcher.
infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
So up next for Chicago, Kyle Teal. Fly to left his first time. Just missed. And that is downstairs. And now 2-0. They say you win.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. The Blue Jays leading by 5. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 1 hit, 1 left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the White Sox nothing. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Nathan Lucas now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Lucas goes 5 feet 11 inches, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015.
Well, these Blue Jays putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
And that one fouled off. Popped up to the left into foul ground. 1 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Here's George Springer. Right through there for a strike. Ripped, but it curls foul. High fly ball out towards left field. Benintendi going back on it. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. In the air, left field, down the line, and that will fall. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, shortstop.
Bichette gets a chance to hit. In there at the knees, 0-1.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Two outs. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
1 ball.
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
On the ground to short, Montgomery tosses to first, and Bichette is retired. And that is the inning. 1 left for Toronto as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. Grounded out his first time up.
Lenny Sosa.
One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter.
0-1.
The 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1
You
strike.
know, these White Sox just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Now batting, shortstop. Colson
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boone,
Montgomery.
so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
So a man at first. Colson Montgomery, the next to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole.
Outside low. 1-0. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And now it's going to be
1-0.
Brooks Baldwin. That misses. Ball 1. Sosa, the lead runner, out at second. Montgomery on at first with nobody out. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one just
Outside,
misses.
that's the ball.
2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Goes down looking. Two on with 1 out. And here is Josh Rojas. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Fastball for a strike.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
Strike 2.
Good late sink on that
No ball, 2
fastball.
strikes.
Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Not
1 ball,
close with that
2
one,
strikes.
and it's 1-2. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Last half of inning number 5. That one
2 balls,
misses.
2
Ball
strikes.
2. And that's outside. On the ground right side.
foul
And
ball.
it goes just foul. Two on, 1 out. And that'll
Ball
load
4,
the
base hit.
bases.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the
Now batting,
mound, but
right
you know his
fielder,
confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Stepping in, Mike Tauchman. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed
0-1's
hitter.
the count.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
That misses
Ball.
the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Bases loaded. 1 away. And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Chase Maidra steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Chase My draw.
In there, and it's 0-1. Ball one there. That misses the zone. 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
2 on, 2 outs. The 2-1 is high. Andrew Benintendi in the on-deck circle for the White Sox. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. He makes the grab, and that's the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We're through 5. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the White Sox 1. And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Addison Barger. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Jordan Leisure getting loose out there. There's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
This one in the air. Montgomery puts it away for the out.
Now batting, catcher Alejandro
And
Kirk.
now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Misses off the plate, and it's 1-0. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Hit in the air, left field. And it drops in. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman Will Wagner.
Getting ready to hit. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
Kirk, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Cut out and missed. Struck him out. 2 gone now.
Now batting, second baseman Ernie Clement.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. That's down and in. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So one hit is all they get. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the White Sox 1. Three, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Benintendi to start it. He's grounded out a couple of times. Berrios back to work. And that one pulled foul. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, first baseman, Miguel.
Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Miguel Vargas. 1 for 2. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Now these guys definitely looking
0-1's
for a
the count.
big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. So he goes yard to left. It's 5-3. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
And now Kyle Teal. Ground ball up the middle. Bichette gets it to first. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Now it's the second baseman, Lenin Sosa. That one outside. And that is ball 1. And another ball.
Outside.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Next
Ball 3.
offering is down low.
3-0.
That's in there. And that's ball 4. Tried another slurve, but couldn't find a zone.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
Montgomery up to the plate for the third time as he looks at one down low. Blue Jays bullpen with some action. Nick Sandlin up and throwing. Pena warming up as well. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th.
Ball, that's out.
That misses. 3-0.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Blue. The last one wasn't even close.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot.
Now pitching for
Here's
Toronto.
a new pitcher from the pen, Brendan
Number
Little.
54.
Still a lot of game left,
Brendan
and this
Little.
game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Two on, one out. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Brooks Baldwin.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
And that's in the dirt.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Ground ball right side, could be two. Clement over to first. And there's two away.
So there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear
Now
down,
batting,
make the pitch,
third
get the
baseman,
ground ball.
Josh
Excellent piece of work.
Rojas.
Josh Rojas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Now one missed. Sosa on third. Montgomery at second with two gone. Ground ball right side. Guerrero steps on the bag. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. White Sox draw a bit closer thanks to this home run. It's now 5-3. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show.
Now pitching for
A
the
new
White
arm
Sox.
into the game. The righty,
Number
Steven
36.
Wilson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the left
Leading off
fielder,
for the
Joey
Blue Jays,
Loperfido.
Left fielder, Joey Loperfido.
That finds the mark on the inside corner. Right side, hard hit. He takes it on his own, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh.
Up next for the Blue Jays, center fielder Nathan Lucas.
So digging in, Nathan Lucas. 0 for 3 in this one. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Inside, just missed. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. A massive home run, and they add a run. It's 6-3. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
George Springer next up for the Blue Jays. Fastball for a strike. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. That was the sweeper, but it missed. Swing and a foul straight back. That missed by a lot, and the count is 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. One down, base is empty. That misses the zone, and a full count now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And down on strikes he goes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Really good battle right there. And that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
2 down, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now 1 for 3. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. It's now 6-3. You're dialed into the show. Back to the top of the order now. And now the right fielder, Mike Tauchman.
Mike Tauchman.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Line to left, and it stays fair.
Now that's
anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And the batter now, Chase Mydroff. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Inside, 1-0.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
The lefty, the 1-0. Back to right. Fair ball. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Benintendi to the plate. Bounding ball here. Rolls foul. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. Not even close there. And 1-1.
Two balls, 1 strike.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, you're definitely looking to do more with that opportunity at the plate. 2 runners in scoring position, but at least he puts the ball in play. They bring across 1 run. Still 1 out there to pick up.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Brendan Little done for the night, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back.
Now pitching for
New
Toronto.
pitcher now for the Jays, Nick Sandler.
52.
Well, walks have certainly
Nick
been an
Sandler.
issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Now here is
Now
Miguel
batting first
Vargas.
baseman,
He's already
Miguel
homered in this game.
The goal is to give your teammate a chance to score from third. There's a few ways he can get it done, but his best chance is to drive one in the air. Look for the right pitch up and then smoke it.
Off the mark there. Ball one. That's a strike across the top of the zone. So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's downstairs and outside. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And here's the catcher, Kyle Teal.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. And now it's even up. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the White Sox 4. The White Sox going with a new arm, Jordan Leisure.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Jordan Leisure.
Bo Bichette digs in now, known for his late inning heroics. Leisure, a 6'3" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a 2-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter. Foul ball. The 1-1.
Ball 2.
In the air, right field, Tachman. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Addison
And
Barger.
next for Toronto, Addison Barger. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Ball 1. 1-1.
Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering upstairs. And that's inside and a good at bat, ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Man at first, Alejandro Kirk now at the plate. Pitch misses,
that's a ball.
and that's ball one.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
And the 1-0. On the ground to the left. To second, there's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Nothing across here this half. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the White Sox 4. Here's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa.
Second baseman, Lenny Sosa.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1.
And strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
And the next pitch is way outside. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Ground ball right side. He'll do it himself. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Montgomery batting with one down takes the strike.
0-1's the count.
Ripped on the ground to second, whips it to first, and that quickly 2 away.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. Now this is in the air down the line. Springer on the move. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that is that. Here's the third baseman, Will Wagner.
Leading off for Toronto, third baseman, Will Wagner.
Leisure back to work. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. And it's fouled away. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Hauls it in for the out.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. He's already homered here in this one. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Vargas makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Joey Loperfido.
2 outs, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Joey Loperfido. That one misses. Ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. He was late there. Strike 1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Just missed. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that is that. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the White Sox 4. Jeff Hoffman comes on trying to close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with a W.
Now the third baseman, Josh Rojas.
You got the number 9 hole hitter right here, looking to do whatever he can to get on base, turn this lineup over so the best hitters in this lineup have a chance to tie up the ball game or maybe even walk it off.
That's outside, and that's ball one. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
That was straight queso right there.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a fair ball.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Hitter, Chase Mydra.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Now it's going to be Chase Mydra. 1 for 4 with a double. Gets the slider in there for a strike. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him swinging for the K. White Sox down to their final out.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
So it's their last chance in this one. Andrew Benintendi steps up. That one is absolutely belted. Springer drop step going back. Gone. He shoots one out to right. His 11th of the year. It's 6-6. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And next to hit for the Sox, Miguel Vargas. There's the strike. And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. That one down the line, and that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's out to center field. Lucas settles underneath it, corrals it, and that's the third out. But this clutch home run gets us even again, and we're all even now at 6 apiece.